It's Week 7 of the 2024 season. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Eagles and the Giants coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one 0-6 on the year, and really it's sort of just been one thing after another.
Coupled with they don't start very fast. The first quarter's really been an issue for them. They've got to learn to get out of the gates quicker in order to try and win some games.
The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Singletary diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the tackle there by Micah McFadden. The Eagles at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The numbers for Neighbors in last week's game: 4 catches, 58 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
26.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Well, now hang on here, because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. First carry of the game for Zamir White. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Going right side is White. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Shipley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Here we go, hey.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They go play action with Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Brings up second and 20 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here we go. Up we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 22, Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Third and 2.
Brings up third and 2.
Half 88, half 88, half 88, half.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Half 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is
Personal
about.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on. So let's get
the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here we go, hey.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Pickett back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Eagles. Will Shipley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Singletary again. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
For the Giants field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, hey. Up we go.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
It's 2nd and inches.
Apple.
At the 35.
They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done sometime.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Nolan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with White, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll go up the middle with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It'll be a gain of 5, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Giants are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Half 18, half 18. Up we go.
Throwing Jones. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll send Brown in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2nd down and 4. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That'll be caught by Shipley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Pickett down to a knee, and that is going to do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the 2nd half, that's a surprise.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.